In the previous video, we were able to express or illustrate our solutions to quadratic inequalities into four forms. Number one, whatever would be the result is, that's what we call as linear inequality form. We are also are able to illustrate the solution set, the graph, and the interval notations for the solutions of quadratic inequalities. This video will now deal on solving quadratic inequalities, and probably later on we're going to try to express or illustrate the solutions into the four forms. Sharing to you right now is the material with four different quadratic inequalities here. So in number one, we are given with the quadratic inequality x squared minus 36 is greater than 0. Number two, number three, and number four. To solve for the solutions, okay, solve for the solutions of this quadratic inequality for inequalities, we need to follow very important steps. Number one, the first step is to come up with equivalent quadratic equation. We need to come up with an equivalent quadratic equation for the given quadratic inequality. The second step is to solve the roots of the equivalent quadratic inequality. Okay, so let me enter it here. Solve the roots of the equivalent quadratic inequality. Next, we are going to divide or determine regions, possible regions. We need to determine the possible regions. Okay, let me just rewrite everything here. So step one, equivalent quadratic equation. Number two, solve for roots of the equivalent quadratic equation. Number three, determine the regions. Let's just use one word here. Roots, regions. Number four, test. Test each region whether they will satisfy the given inequality or not. Okay. So without further delay, I'm going to make it smaller. Save this area here for the problems, and I place it here. Let's use here A so that we are not going to add, could be confused with the numbers of the items, letter D. Okay, so for the given quadratic inequality here, the first step is to give equivalent quadratic equation. Equivalent quadratic equation. It's not necessarily quadratic equation, but equivalent quadratic equation. The equivalent quadratic equation here is represented when we are just going to simply use equality for the inequality sign here. So we'll have x squared minus 36 equal to 0. Don't worry if we have disregarded the inequality sign. Later on, as we go to step letter D, we are going to reconsider the inequality sign there. Letter B, we are going to solve for the roots of this quadratic equation. So we could actually use the square roots method if you want. X squared is equal to 36. And you have here square roots of both sides. But we take the root of both sides, always consider the positive and negative values. So you will have the roots positive and negative 6. So your roots are is uh, is 6, sorry, is 6 and negative 6. Okay. Some of you might say, I this is are actually my solution, sir. But if you're going to try it here, 6 squared is 36 minus 36. It's not greater than 0. Right? Same with negative 6 squared is 36 minus 36. It's not also greater than 0. So this is just the roots for the equivalent quadratic equation, but not for the inequality. Now that we have this, right? Let's proceed with the regions. The regions actually is a product when you're going to create here your real number line. I'm sorry. Let's use the straight line here. Okay, let's have this real number line. Okay. So again, I'm going to just duplicate this for the other numbers so that I'm not making them from time to time. So probably here, and then somewhere here, and another one little bit here. Okay, later. So we are going to plot this roots here in the real number line. So of course we will see here 6, -6 and 6 are by the proper arrangement in the real number line. And then we have now divided three regions. Three regions using these points. Okay, the regions are region A, region B, and region C. Okay, so we could have it here region A, region B, and region C. And let's make a table. Okay, pick a number in the region A, any number that you want. Okay, you may choose -7, but let's choose -6. Any number here. So I would like to choose -10 because it's easier for me to choose values in terms of tens or 5 or numbers with zeros. So for letter B, again, as I have mentioned, I will use test point 0. So actually these are the value, the points here actually we call test points. When you say test points, those are the values that we are going to test in the given equation here. Okay, so 0. And test point here is probably 10 if you want. Okay, 10. Let's use 10. Okay, so these are now the test points. Okay. We could actually use this in the given equation. Okay. And if it satisfies the inequality, this region is a solution and the is and then so on and so forth. So if we're going to try -10 here, -10 squared is actually 100 minus 36. Is it greater than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. Okay. How about for letter B? 0. 0 squared. By the way, let's go back to letter A. Even if it's -7, if we're going to try -7, -7 squared is 49 minus 36. It's still greater than 0. So it's still good. For 0, 0 squared minus 36 is negative. It's not greater than 0. So it's not. Okay. And then for number region C, which may use 10 or 7. So if it's 10, square of 10 is 100 minus 36. It's greater than 0. Even if you will use here 7, it's still greater than 0. So what does it tell us? The check marks are the regions that are actually containing the solutions to quadratic inequalities. And what are these regions here? The regions below -6 and the regions above +6. This is actually already your graph. Okay, so I'm going to just separate the graph. You may not do the graph later. So what are these regions here? The regions here, so this is actually for letter D, or this is step D. If we are to add step E, if you want, and then you will have here your solution, um, or decision rather, decision. So for letter E, rather, let me remove this down a little bit, okay, just for more spaces. So for letter E, we need to decide. These regions here are solutions. So this region is actually all values of x, because we are using x, less than, less than, because this has no equality, -6, or all values of x greater than +6. So this is the linear inequality form for the solution for number 1. And then we have already the graph, so we could just simply use the solution, then the other form, solution set. Solution set is set of x such that x is less than -6. The or becomes union. You might want to check the previous video for this. X and x is greater than 6. Uh, it's not 7, it's greater than 6. Right? This is the solution set. This is already the graph. Right? No need to for me to make the graph to save space here. And let's have the interval notation. Interval notation, looking at the graph, it extends towards negative infinity, okay, and until negative 6, but it stays open. You may just use here open if you want, right? And then union with positive 6 towards positive infinity. This is the interval notation, solution set, linear inequality form, and just by completing this with an arrowhead here, this is already the graph for the solution for number one. Okay, number one is different from number two in the sense that in number one, since it's automatically, it can be used here, we can use here the what they call this one square roots method, so we can just simply have this simplest form of test step D. But if we have number two here, wherein we cannot use here the square roots method, rather we could use here the factoring method. Our regions here will be quite little for test for letter D, step D might be a little bit different. So let's try it with letter A. By the way, if, of course, it's always part of us if we want to to check or not whether the solution is correct or not. So actually, in step D already, you're already checking your answers. So give me a number less than negative 6. You say negative 10 or negative 7. We have checked it already. Similar here, greater than 6. We will check it already. So for number 2, you have x squared plus 3x minus 10. Minus 10 equal to 0. This is its equivalent quadratic equation. Next is to solve for the roots. So here, we cannot use square roots, but we can rather use factoring. And this may, let me extend for a while, this area here. I am preparing in advance. I might need those spaces. So you have here the roots, factoring x plus 5. And you have here x minus 2 equal to 0. Because x, checking, x times x squared, x times negative 2 is negative 2x, 5 times x is 5x. So you have 5x, you have negative 2x, so that's positive 3x. And then 5 times negative 2 is negative 10, therefore our factoring is correct. And then we could use the zero factor property, which we could equate these two factors into 0 to get the roots. Minus 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 5 and x is equal to positive 2. These are the roots. So we could just simply place it here for step letter D, for the, step letter C rather. Sorry for that. For the regions. So you have negative 5 and we have here positive 2. So these are our regions, A, B, and then C. This region here. So let's just pick test points. But here, this is what I have mentioned earlier. Our step D is a little bit different from number in comparison to number one. So okay, our test points A, B, C. Test points here, you could use here negative 6. Letter B, it's always convenient to use 0 because 0 plus any number, 0 minus any number, 0 times any number, or 0 divided by any number is easiest to solve. And then here, we just simply use 3. Earlier, we automatically just substituted here in the given. Okay? But here, let us try to determine if using the two factors here will satisfy the equation. So this is a difference. Okay? Difference here is replace here the first factor, x plus 5, and the second factor, x minus 2. Okay? And then simply substitute it in the given. Not the given, substitute it here. So earlier we substituted in the given. Again, earlier we substituted it in the given. Here, you may not look at the given first. Simply substitute it in any of these two factors and just tell me the sign. Negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. So simply give us the sign. Sign is negative. Negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. Do not worry about the value. Simply the sign minus. If it's 0, this is positive. 0, this is negative. If it's 3, that's positive. 3 minus 1 is also positive. Okay? And then we are just simply going to multiply the signs. No need to multiply the values. Simply multiply the signs. Okay. When you multiply the signs, negative times negative, this is actually positive. Okay? Negative, positive times negative is negative. Positive times positive is also positive. Okay. After you have completed this table, this is the right time to look at the given. The given tells us that the product should be less than 0. So the area where the final result is negative, this area here, the product is negative. So region B only. I have presented two different methods because number one is can be used using square roots methods. But you could also use this form of testing into number one because you could express this equation into x minus 6 times x plus 6. Earlier, we have used the square roots method. You could always use factoring, and you could use this. So you have x minus 6, x plus 6, and then so on and so forth. What is different between the two? In number one, we substitute in the given and determine if it's greater than 0 to get test point. But in number two, we just simply use the signs, okay, and then determine later on the product. Either way, it will tell you which will be the result. But I believe it's up to you to will use. I'm just going to comfortably use this method here for the rest of the problems. Now that we have that, let's decide for our solution. It's region B. It's between here. So again, this may actually be your graph. So it's actually all values of x between negative 5 and positive 2. The solution set will be a set containing in set builder form containing the said statement. Okay. And then our interval notation is everything inside between negative 5 and positive 2, both open in both directions. Okay. So this is how it's done for number 1 and number 2. Again, we are using the same processes, but different tables for letter D. I'm going to use the same table for number 2 for the rest of the items here. So let's try to answer them now. For number 3, by the way, I have lesser space. So again, let me extend it, extend further. Yeah. Okay. So for number 3, same processes, equivalent quadratic equation, give us the roots, give us the regions, test all regions, and then you decide which would be your final solution set. So here, its equivalent equation is 2x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. Letter B, let's factor it out using AC way or AC method. So you have here AC is 2 times negative 6, which is actually negative 12. What are the factors of 12 that when added will result to negative 1 as the value of the middle term? It's actually negative 4 times 3. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. And if you're going to add negative 4 and 3, they will result to a negative 1. These are the factors. So let us try it here. So 2x minus 4, and you also have 2x plus 3 must be equal to 0. But if you're going to check, 2x times 2x is not 2x squared, but rather 4x squared. That's the time you need to simplify, one of which could be divided into 2. So the final factors here are x minus 2, and you have here 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, checking x times 2x, that's 2x squared. X times 3 is 3x. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. So negative 4x plus 3x is negative x. And negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. So you have this as your roots. You may now, I mean, your factors. So your roots are, again, a little bit lower for this graph here. Your roots are x minus 2 equal to 0. So x is 2, and then 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So 2x is negative 3. Divide both sides by 2. X is negative 3 halves. These are your roots. No need to worry about the fraction form, because when C comes in, you're just looking for the regions. Arranging them properly in the correct real number line. So your regions would be divided by negative 3 halves here, and then positive 2 here on this side. I need a little bit more space, so pardon. I'm going to increase this one. Okay. So the regions A, B, and C are placed here. A, B, and C. This is your step D. Okay. Region A, region B, region C. Test points. Region A could use negative 2, because negative 3 halves is negative 1 and 1 half. Your B, again, it's easiest to use 0. And your C, you could use here 3. And instead of substituting this to the given, let's use the factors here, x minus 2, and you have another factor, 2x plus 3. Okay, let's move it closer. And then the final would be the product of the two. And simply look at the signs to determine which should be acceptable or not. So negative 2 plus minus 2 is a negative. 0 minus 2 is negative. 3 minus 2 is positive. Next, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Plus 3 is also negative. 0 times 2 is 0. Plus 3 is positive. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. Positive. And then the product, positive, negative, positive. Okay? Now look at the given. The given tells us all values less than or equal. Less than or equal. So if we talk about less than or equal, the region would be the negative values. Okay, these are all less than. Okay, and the equal is the roots here, because it includes now the roots, because if substituted, it will still be equal to 0 as well as 2 here. So your decision, letter E, all the values between this area here, right? So you have here negative 3 halves, equal sign 2, because we have here the equal sign. Your, um, your solution set is a set containing x such that you simply copy with equal sign, negative 3 halves, and then you have here 2. And then for your interval notation, okay, you have the negative 3 halves and 2. We will use here brackets to determine that both are included. Why are both included? Because when you substitute here in the given, it will still be equal to 0, and there is an equality here. Okay, so this is the third item. Pardon, we will have number 4 as our last item. So please bear with us. But in number 4, we need to come up first with our standard form so of equivalent quadratic equation so that we could actually just determine first the roots later on. Because if we're just going to be stuck with this, we cannot show anymore the regions. So before we go to the equality, let's try to make it in a standard form. X minus 6, then you have here greater than or equal to 3x plus 3 minus 4. So you have x squared minus x minus 6, and you subtract both sides by 3x so that this will be removed. So minus 3x. Subtract both sides by 3 and add both sides by 4. Sorry, I have not combined them first. Greater than 0. Now that the other side is 0, you have your x squared minus x minus 3x is minus 4x. Negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5 greater than or equal to 0. Okay? And out from this is now where you could actually share your equivalent quadratic equation. 4x minus 5 is greater than or is equal to 0 rather. Okay? Move it down a little bit. And then letter B, factor for this is actually x minus 5 and x plus 1. AC method, AC is equal to A, which is 1, and C is negative 5, so we'll have negative 5. Factors of negative 5 when added will result to negative 4 is negative 5 and positive 1. Negative 5 times positive 1 is negative 5. You add them up, negative 4. The factoring is complete. And then x minus 5 equal to 0. X is equal to 5. The other side, x plus 1 equals, that's plus 1, equal to 0. X is equal to negative 1. These are now your roots, which will actually help us in making our region for step C. So your regions are divided by negative 1 and positive 5. Okay? These are your regions. Sorry. Yeah. A, B, and then C. So your regions for letter D, letter D. Am I right? Regions test. Okay. Letter D. So A, let's use green so that this will be parallel to the previous items. A, B, and C. So A, test point, you could choose negative 2. Letter B, again, 0. And then you use here 6. And you use here the factors x minus 5 and then x plus 1 and then product of x minus 5 and x plus 1. Okay, so only give the sign. Here, negative. Here, still negative. 6 minus 5, positive. Here, still negative. 0 plus 1, positive. And then you have here, positive. And the product will entail positive, negative, and positive. Look at the given. Though our equivalent, though our quadratic inequality here is greater than, always look at the given, still greater than. So we are covering region A, positive, and region C, positive. Okay, so for letter E, our decision. So all regions here and here. By the way, let's just give first the linear inequality form, which is actually covering all values of x less than negative 1, less than or equal rather, because it has an equality sign here. Sorry for that, this one. And then or x is greater than or equal to positive 5. Before you go to solution set or interval notation, let's try to check. Give me a number that's a negative 1. Or let's just use negative 1, negative 2. Substitute here in the given. Negative 2 squared, 4. Minus negative 2 is plus 2. Minus negative 2, double negative property, minus 6. Here, negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 times 3 is negative 3, negative 4. Is it less than or equal? This is 0, that's negative 7. Yes, so that is correct. Another checking for 5 is 6. Let's have it here. 6 squared, 36, minus 6, minus 6. Is it greater than or equal to 6 plus 1 is 7 times 3 is 21 minus 4. 36 minus 6 is 30, minus 6 is 24. And this one is 17. So it's very obvious. Both of them are correct. And then let's have our solution set. Solution set is a set containing of x such that x is less than or equal to negative 1. The OR becomes union x such that x is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, remove this one. Yes. And then the interval notation would be the interval here towards negative infinity until negative 1, open infinity, but since my equality, it's bracket. Still union, bracket for 5 because of the equality, and you have here positive infinity. Okay, so the only difference with number 4 is that it's not yet in standard form. So you could come up with a standard form so that you could come up with a standard form of an equivalent quadratic equation. So it's a little bit long process. Of course, it's different from solving the roots of quadratic equations, because when we talk about quadratic equations, we are dealing with a maximum of 2 possible solutions. But for inequality, we are having this as test points because of the reality that we are talking about inequality. We don't target only one value, but we target regions, and regions contain multiple values. You may view this video from time to time, repeat, review, repractice. Even if we already have the solutions, you try it on your own so that you could actually practice and master on your own. Thank you very much. Continue practicing. Please take initiative and do not give up. Goodbye.